Good morning, everybody. Well, it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon, so it's not morning, but we're going to call it morning for the purposes of this video. I have not an idea, no clue where I'm at. I never asked the girl. I just got up and started cooking, right? You might have already saw my cooking video, or you might not have. It turned out pretty good, but make sure you don't cook the whole recipe. That is just too much food, in my opinion, to have a bunch of leftovers. But it was really tasty. And if you like keto, it's definitely keto friendly. We got 1,731 miles to go to Seattle. I've already tucked the girl into her bed, so I can roll on now. You see what kind of weather we're facing. It's just nastiness. But we're going to call it a beautiful day. That's what we do. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. And I guess it is. At least it's not snowing. I had actually intended to come up here, and I was going to go across the 90, and I was going to ride the Devil's Tower over there in Wyoming, but it didn't work out that way because of the rain. Now on the way back, it's not supposed to rain, so I might actually get to do some riding then. I don't know. I'm not going to bank on it. Or there's a good possibility that I might just drop down south and go to San Francisco and try to pick up a load down there. Because I don't know how many trucks is going to be ahead of me in Seattle. I just know I'm going to be there at Sunday night around 10:30 or so. So I doubt if there'll be a huge amount of trucks ahead of me. There might be. I'll let you know then. It'll probably be another 2 videos before I deliver, or I know we'll make one tomorrow, or heck, I might even make one later today. It just depends on what topics I come up with. You never know what they're going to be. I managed to, while I was in Ohio, we actually delivered in Ohio on Tuesday, and today is Saturday. We sat there until Friday. 2 of those days we were actually on payroll, you know, waiting for the load, and so we got detention, and that was great. So it still turned out to be even with 1 run up to Seattle and 2 days detention, it still was a spectacular week. way more spectacular than hauling toilet paper. So I'm happy with it. But while I was sitting there, I did manage to get my new steer tires put on. And you know, I'm running them 315 tires that are rated at 9,090 pounds a tire, but I want to upgrade to the 365 tires. I don't think that they get a lot more better life, maybe 50,000 miles more, 60,000 miles more than these tires, but the ride stability would be greatly enhanced. But I was looking at another issue with them, is that your rolling resistance is going to really go up, so it's going to cut into your fuel mileage. And you know I'm not getting great fuel mileage with this truck. I get like 6 miles to the gallon. I could actually probably say 5, 6, but you know it fluctuates in there depending on the loads. And when you're figuring fuel mileage, you certainly shouldn't be figuring that out. You should just figure up straight numbers all the time. Just figure up straight numbers, and don't worry about, oh, I was loaded on this date, or I was light on that date, or I was empty on this date. Just figure it up, throw it together, and see what you come out with. And I did do that when I first got this truck, but I haven't done it since because I was waiting for the initial break-in period. And now that I'm sitting at 114,000 miles, I think I've went through that. Actually, it's time to take this in and get the valves adjusted and run my overhead on it. And I need to do that in the next few weeks. Alright, now maybe we're far enough into this video that I can talk about what I actually wanted to talk about today in this video. And that's how our YouTube space is burning down. If you're just a casual watcher or you don't understand how YouTube works or anything, it's not going to affect you, But for people that make YouTube videos, there's a lot going on in our space. Trucking, a lot of times we look at ourselves as the lowest of the low in humanity in a way. Even if you don't actually feel that way, we still kind of feel that way. Even though we got this big pride thing and we beat our chest, right? But if you've watched the meltdown in our YouTube space, now this same meltdown happens in other spaces too. The trailer park series people and the truck and the redneck side and the gun people. I mean, they have their little meltdowns too. But this space has been so filled up with people that are purchasing fake views and subscribers, and they do that for a reason. They're not just stupid, but they are. But what they're doing is they want to make their channel look like it's something that it's not, and so that they can get endorsement deals. Because this is about money for all of us. For a lot of us, I should say. I'd like to have some endorsement deals. And last year I actually worked some out, and then the space melted down like it does every year. And those endorsement deals got pulled, and I was pretty angry. So it made me look at these channels and decide, you know what, I don't even want to talk to these channels any longer. There's nothing to be gained from them. Because once they get a bunch of fake subscribers, and it's so easy to tell the people that are buying these subscribers and views and everything, and you can actually correlate that with the money, because like you can see their money. Now when you can't see, let me take that back, you can see the perceived money, right? Because if they buy views, they get real ads that are watched also. But if all of their views are in Pakistan, then their CPM is really low. And you can look at some of them, and hell, I haven't loaded to my motorcycle channel in a freaking year. I mean, I just started loading again, and it's already at a higher rating than our YouTube heroes that we have over here. Another way to look at it is if any channel does not have a video that is hitting, and when I say hitting, I mean getting 5,000 views a week or something like that, and that channel is gaining a large amount of subscribers, well, they're cheating. And if their average, well, I'll give you another example. We had someone that came into this YouTube space 6 months ago, and within 6 months swelled up to 73,000 subscribers. And at first glance, I looked and I was like, wow, they're just doing great. Well, within a week of stopping trucking and changing their content to a different kind of video, their views fell to 3,000 views a video. What happened is they actually aren't making the money that they was making, so they're not spending as much on buying views. And that's such an easy way to tell when people are doing that kind of stuff. If you're watching these channels for the drama effect, then that means they still have value for you. So it's okay if you enjoy them for that. But I'm so personally tired of what it does to the space. It makes us really look bad in a lot of ways. And other YouTubers, some of the bigger ones that I have had conversations with, they find it hard to work with other people because they're so afraid of everyone, they might be recording or doing something wrong, or you have nefarious reasons for wanting to work with them. It just makes for a really bad workplace. I don't know what's going to come of everything in our YouTube space. I think that some people are going to pay big prices for the evil deeds that have been done. But I think it's going to take a lot of time. Legal action doesn't come quickly. So I've heard other people say, "Oh yeah, they jump right on that and take care of this and that." This is such a convoluted, or however you say, it's like an octopus with tentacles going in different direction. I would hate to be a police officer or a FBI agent or somebody sitting in front of a wall trying to draw a family tree of connections for these YouTube truckers. It would be a horrible headache. But if you got somebody in there that really wants to make a name for themselves, oh man, they could really do some damage. And other people have said, "Oh, this ain't going to happen. It's too much trouble. Nothing's going to come out of it." Well, that might be true. For these people involved, I kind of hope it is true. But if anything involved kids, even if everyone knows it was not meant to involve kids, and it wasn't done in that way, but if it does still involve kids, they 100% may get involved and tear everybody up. My warning to new people coming into the YouTube space: you're a trucker or whatever venue you're in, and you want to make content, it's very normal for you to go to the bigger names in that venue and try to get your name seen. And that's fine. But don't ever become someone's flunky. These people have a tendency to use you and throw you away. You're expendable, because there's 40 more people tomorrow that's going to come into the space that are going to be seeking their attention also. And if nothing comes of all of this, all of the players in it, they're going to be friends again in 6 months. Alright, I'll talk to you guys later. Y'all have a good day.